Mandy Pryor with MP Marketing and PR and the Jumpstart Factory. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a press release. I'm going to get into how you can get press and how you can do your own public relations. You don't necessarily need to hire somebody, but you need to understand the basics of it. So first and foremost, I want to talk to you about a press release. They are a very concise informational letter, basically, that you send to members of the press to tell them what you're doing and what's exciting. Whenever you're constructing your press release, you're going to want to start for immediate release. That basically says you can release this a minute after you get it. There's no holdbacks on this. Your contact information, your name, your first name, last name, phone number, website, anything and everything you can give them that they need to write this press release. The better the press release is, will be decided by how much information is actually in this press release. The more you put in to this one-page letter saying this is what we're doing, the better, because they don't want to research. They're getting press releases all day long, so they don't want to have to stop what they're doing to go research if they're writing an article. If they have it all right there in front of them, they can just type it up and send it out. So you're more likely to get press that way. Press release is an inverted triangle. I don't know if you remember these from English class in high school. Basically, the first paragraph is the most important. Everything else kind of falls into the details and some fluff and all that good stuff. That first paragraph is key to any success. These people don't have time to read everything. They're not necessarily going to read the whole thing unless it's super exciting, and that first paragraph gets them in. So that first paragraph, who, what, where, when, and why. This is a basic concept. Make sure you're getting as much information into that first paragraph to let them know what's going on, why they should follow it, and make it super exciting. Like, make this exciting. They don't want to put news out there that's boring, that everybody else is doing. Like, they want something that's eye-catching, that is good for everybody to read. Like, why do people want to read this? Why do people want to know about this? Make sure you're talking about that. Then in the second and third paragraph, you can loosen up a little, get into the details, what's going to happen. Say if you're doing a community festival and there's going to be hay rides and there's going to be vendors and there's going to be all that kind of stuff. That's where you would put this information. And then the end is kind of the about of either the company or what you're doing, the overall specs and, excess information there that just maybe is fill in. Like, this was created by a borough or township and they are creating this fall festival. The township is so-and-so years old. I'm just using that as an example. So you're sending this press release out. How do you find the people you're sending it to? Go to their website. Find a writer who's writing about, say it's community events, you write to community events. Arts and culture, you're going to write about arts and culture. You're going to find you can always find their email addresses. You can go to the contact page. There's editors listed, say with TV stations, radio stations, all of that. Go to their website. You can find an editor, or you can find a reporter or somebody that you can talk to hopefully get that to the right filter. Make sure you research it. You're not sending somebody who is covering health and wellness something about construction. They don't care. They're not going to publish it. You're wasting your time. So, first step in writing a press release, have all the information. Make sure most of it is in that top section. Get it in there. Make it exciting. Think about it. Rewrite it 15 times if you have to. Then the rest can filter down. Nowadays, you should include a picture if you can. Definitely include a logo in there. The easier they can put together an article, the faster it is for them to print, the more likely they're going to pick up your story. And I always say, if you can, work with a nonprofit. Help somebody else out. Press loves it. People love hearing about you helping out. So if there's some way for you to incorporate that into what you're doing, if it's an event, a product lunch, anything like that, make sure you're incorporating those nonprofits. Give them a hands up too, and the press will be happy, and you will too. And so will the nonprofit. Mandy Pryor, MP Marketing and PR.